uppercut, sonic boom. Well, hello there, humans, bees, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Today we're going to talk about positional play and engagements you shouldn't really be taking. And I'm going to show you a couple of those, and then I'm going to show you how we get it right at the end. This is an engagement that is absolutely no good for anyone. That squad down there has seen us. They're going to a hill exactly opposite us for what I think will just end up being a knock fight. And I'm not interested in that. I tell all my boys, get in the car, we're going. Then some of them jump out, and then we're like, we'll go back in. Everyone, get in the car, we're going. Because it's only 17 left alive. Half the map is on these two diametrically opposed hills. Both of these hills are outside the circle, and the best thing that happens here for us is that we win an absolute slog 'em, drag 'em down, dust in the guts gunfight that then means we're either losing people to Nox in the blue, whatever. The smart thing is to move to the edge of the circle, which is exactly where we're going. I was going to go to that building up there, but this bloke turned up, so we kill him, loot him, and then we move on with life. And you're going to see this means that when the guys that are on the opposite hill to us rotate in, we're in a great position to absolutely mince them. And this is obvious. This is 101. Gatekeeping, whatever you want to call it, this is where the game is so often won and lost in simple moves like this, where everyone then gets to have some fun with these poor blokes who a second ago were on a hill outside the zone. But when do you move? Sometimes it's not always so obvious. I'm going to show you a great example of that in a second. A game on Vikendi where I really do get it wrong. I get it really wrong. And I'll show you the moment when I get it wrong too. There's a real tendency in PUBG Mobile or any Battle Royale game to blame something external. I play all the time with my son at the moment because he's in quarantine with the rest of us in the room next to me playing Fortnite. And you'll hear him and his mate just howling. Oh, no, that's rubbish. I can't believe he did that. I hit him this much. And, you know, how did he beat my build? And that's all that. And then I think about what I'm saying, which is like, oh my God, the D-Sync, and oh my God, the circle favored that team and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's like my dad always used to tell me when we go and play golf. I'd say, oh, that's rubbish. I can't believe that ball went over there. I don't know. And he goes, you hit it. He'd just tell me, you hit the ball, buddy. No one else. And that's really what it's like for PUBG Mobile as well. When the circle shags you, it's all well and good to say, oh, the circle shagged us, it's the end of the world. But quite often, if you look at it, there'll be a point where you should have gone, hey, I got to move. And I got to move now. And I'm going to show you a game right now where I don't get that because I'm so involved in the bloodlust and the gunfighting that I just don't move when I should. And obviously there is a river there with a bridge on it. There is Volovna over here to the southwest, and there is 8 people in Volovna, maybe 8 other people in Volovna apart from me, and then there's 2 dudes across the river. And my car is getting absolutely shreked right now. The duo is going to push me here, and that's cool. I'm going to get a heal in just before they turn up. Am I in fact going to get that heal in? I can't remember. I think I do. Here it is. Yes, he stops to blow the car up, which is excellent. Gives me all the heals I need. But what I want you to notice is as the circle is shutting down here, and I'm laying waste to the pride of Volovna, there is in fact a real indicator that I should be moving. Look at the mini map right now. I'm going to enlarge that for you. There is a obvious tendency for this circle to be moving to the east. But we get caught up in these moments. We get caught up in the moments where we're playing well, we're getting a lot of kills or doing a lot of damage or hitting our shots, and we feel like we shouldn't have to move. It's more the circle that has to sort that stuff out. And you can see Kitskura Baista with the knocked human over there, but still, I'm completely oblivious. There was a good car there. I could have taken that car and I could have at least moved it up towards the edge of town so that I'd have a vehicle to get across that road behind some smokes. We've got 14 kills. I've knocked a bloke. I'm going to get 15 kills and it's not going to make any difference because I'm not playing for position. Now, there's a big a big issue with PUBG Mobile circle management. I've long been a proponent of running the edges of circles, but when it gets to situations, particularly in squads, where it's an ugly final circle, being in the middle of the zone can make a huge difference. And these guys went to the least contested area. It was exactly within the circle, just as much as Volovno was. And there's always an opportunity, if you're proactive enough, to get across that bridge or swim the river at some point. I didn't take it, and I was left in the end with some very, very poor options, like running out into an open bloody bridge with not much hope of survival and still a whole bunch of people left is not exactly where I saw this game going while I was waltzing through Volovno, spreading death and destruction behind me. And this is exactly the thing I love the most about PUBG Mobile. It's nearly always a you problem. You can see there's a guy over there with the M249 and I've just... I'm pressing up against the cloth in the underpants because I realised that this is not going to be a fun time to be alive. This is it. I'm done. I'm screwed. I'm running across in the wide open. I can't see anyone over there. They're all lying down on the ground, and sure, that frustrates me. And at the time, I was like, you guys suck. But hey, they're alive. Like, I'm not. They're alive, and they've still got a chance to win it, and I absolutely didn't. This is the last one I'm going to show you, and what I really loved about this move here was this was a circle that looked very, very ugly, but there was a compound in the center of it, and we basically take every opportunity and make it a winner. It was a very early season game, and it was a surprisingly hard fought early season game. This was only low tier, but it was the start of the season, so everyone was kind of shaking out their ranking, and it gets pretty wild at times at the start of the season in any tier. Towards the end of the season, if you kick off and you're low tier, they're pretty bloody easy. And Ouija and I dosed up on the painkillers, looked at the circle, and figured out that there was one compound in there that we'd been in before that we really, really loved. And as we're driving down here, you are going to see a whole bunch of guys. Now, I go long and wide. I'm happy for those guys to get involved in knock fights. There's a squad of 3 and a squad of 2. And here they are down here. Hello everybody. How you doing? Enjoy your time alone. And then there's guys up the top, and they're going to fight each other, and we're not going to engage with them at all. We're moving directly in, taking up residence here, and we're not going to move. And this is it. We just won the game. Basically, we just won the game. Neither of those chess pieces out there can move without engaging each other. They're both outside the circle, and for all intents and purposes, driving down the middle and taking that minor risk there was absolutely the game-winning play. And now we just really are going to sit here and make life incredibly difficult for these guys as they attempt to get in the circle. And not only are we knocking them and taking out the tires on their car, the guys above them are still trying to get into the circle, and they're looking at them. So they've got to come into the circle between everyone. And this is what I love about the game. When you play smart and you play for the circle, you give yourself an opportunity in any kind of company, even against the best players. Like, if you've got to come in across an open field, it doesn't matter how bad someone is. If they can string together 3 or 4 shots, then they can win the game, no matter whether you've been playing for 13 seasons or you're in Ace and Conqueror or whatever. You can easily get the crap kicked out of you. And that's the really important part. Knowing those moments, picking those moments when you need to move is such a huge skill. It's something that generally comes with experience, but you can make it happen just by paying attention to the map. One of the things I like to do is just every time the circle changes, I look at the map and I think, what's going to be happening here? And generally after a while, it'll only take 2 or 3 seconds. You'll look at the map and you'll have a great idea on where you want things to go and how you want things to happen. And you plan for that eventuality, and then you just wait and see if it pans out. Because really, in a battle royale game like this with a moving zone, that is so much more important than pretty much anything else. There's players out there who play in international tournaments that don't do a whole lot in terms of kills. I mean, look at this. This is it. Watch this. That's the game. Everyone else was knocked in the zone. Everyone apart from that one last guy. I'm Bushka. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Lots of content coming your way. Stick around. Please like and subscribe. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.